Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about the difference between human design and the gene keys. The human design and the gene keys are two different systems, but they are very much connected. Both of the systems are meant to be used as self-awareness and self-development tools. Human design was created by Ha Uru Hu back in 1989. Ha Uru Hu was living in Ibiza. He lived in Ibiza for most of his life, and he had this insights with the information that is contained in the book, the Human Design book. I have the book here. I can show it to you. This is the book that Ra wrote together with Linda Bunau. Not sure if that's how we pronounce it. And this is the Portuguese version of the book. This is an excellent self-awareness tool. And I also have the Gene Keys book here. The Gene Keys were written by Richard Rudd. It's also a self-awareness tool. This is one of the best books I've ever read. I highly recommend reading this book. I believe it is transformational. Or taking the Golden Path program in the Gene Keys website. So both the systems are interconnected because the 64 gene keys that Richard Rudd focuses on in this book are the 64 gates of the human design system that are an essential part of the profile analysis in human design. So this is very much interconnected. The four main gates that form our incarnation cross in human design are also the four main gene keys that form the activation sequence and our life's purpose and life's work. So, but as I see it, I will give you my opinion about these two systems. They are interconnected. I believe they work better if you use both of them. But to translate it into regular words, what I would say is that human design, it's like an instructions manual. So basically, human design gives you a guidance on how to operate your own vehicle, what works best for you, what does your energy require, and how you can better work with it. Because most of us have been conditioned throughout all our lives, and most of us may come to a place where we don't really know how to operate the vehicle that we are inhabiting. So human design is really helpful as an instructions manual to better understand the machine that we are living in. The gene keys, as I see it, they are like the treasure map. So human design is very mechanical, and for me it's like engineering, the engineering of the being. And the gene keys, it's very much more like poetry. I see it as the poetry of being. So for me, it's like the treasure map, because one of the systems helps you to operate your vehicle, which is important and very useful. But the other system shows you, okay, now that I know how to operate this vehicle, where am I going to? What am I aiming at? It shows you like where to go. What is the highest purpose of humanity? What is the highest purpose or the highest mission or the highest work, the highest service that we can perform while we are inhabiting these bodies. So they are very much interconnected, because obviously if you are operating the vehicle in the best possible way, you are automatically living your own purpose and design. And if you are focusing on the treasure map, you will naturally start operating the vehicle better. But I find both of them useful. I find both of them inspirational, but definitely the treasure map, the approach of the Gene Keys, the fact that Richard Rudd explains the 3 frequencies, that because within the same subject you may have different frequencies, and that may completely change the perspective of the subject. Just to give you one example, let's think about time. You have a Gene Key number 5, where you have a frequency, designated shadow frequency, where you have the shadow of impatience. So when we think about time, we are maybe not operating at our best when we are impatient. And then at the gift level, so this is a completely different frequency, still about time, we have the gift of patience. So it's the same situation, the same person, but you're just operating at a different frequency, and it's still the same subject. The subject is time here. And then when at a higher, much higher frequency, that in the Gene Keys book, it is designated the Siddhi. It's a Sanskrit word that Richard uses to designate the highest possible frequency. Then the word for it would be timelessness. So you see, it's all about time, and you may have impatience, you may have patience, or you may just transcend time altogether, where you have what would be called timelessness. So basically, the Gene Keys, this is a very summarized, easy version of what the Gene Keys may offer, but they offer a map of a treasure that lives inside of us, inside each of us. It's the treasure map for our own treasure. And that's what I find incredible and fascinating and very useful and practical about the Gene Keys, because then you can apply this to your everyday life. So I do believe that both systems combined are very, very powerful. They are transformational. They transform lives, because you start operating more as yourself, and you start getting more feelings of satisfaction, of peace, of success in your life. And you start unlocking what I'm going to call the shadows. You start seeing the shadows that you hold within yourself. You start owning your own pain and trauma, and from then onwards you can evolve. So these 2 systems are extremely powerful. They are transformational as I see it, and I highly recommend that you take a look at your own profile, find out more about this, about each of these, and and explore yourself and your vehicle, your life's work and mission on the light of these systems that may be very useful to give you the guidance that we often need here on Earth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.